We looked yesterday at the Psukim. Eliezer realizes that this is the woman. He gives her gifts. And later, when he speaks to the parents, and the parents say, "Hashem yatsa alava," it says, opening the text, he's giving the parents some gifts. He's giving her very personal stuff. The question is Eliezer shaliach to just deliver? He's a UPS man. Bring her and Yitzchak will Kadesh. Or maybe Ushaliach HaKadosh. And Eli, by giving her that, she's becoming Arusa. Eli pointed out yesterday, I mean, everyone is asking it, obviously, the Eved normally cannot become a Shaliach.
Oh, Eved, right.
Eved is an Eved. It's an Eved Knani. So we pointed out yesterday also, if you look at the text, before he completes the mission, he's an Eved. Then it says, Shalosh Arba Parim Aish, Min ha'eved ni Aish. Vayomer Aish. Okay, so the Maril Diskin wants to say Chiddush Nifla Me'od. He says, Abraham told him, you're an Eved. If you are about to complete, then I'm making you B'churim.
Retroactively.
Even if he becomes in.
But when he gave it, because he wasn't a shaliach, when he gave it to him to start.
To give him the shul, it's a mission. When he gives a woman, he is now representing, yeah? Abraham says to him, anyway, let's look at Tosafot. You have Gemara Ketubot, Larry, Gemara Ketubot. Very nice, you know. Sam is going, especially if you go as a grandfather, you know, you're out, you have all day. So what told you was it? Okay. Sammy, Baruch Hashem. No, באמת Baruch Hashem.
Nothing better.
Nothing
better.
Just a quick question. I had trouble on Shabbat learning Ish. The word Ish I thought was a higher level. But then I saw when learning in Nazir that Ish meant a goy in some situation. Ish. So is Ish a higher level or is Ish and it has to do with what we're learning?
Where is it going?
No, what he means to say is the Mashal. אלה המצוות אשר יעשה אותם האדם וחי בהם. או אדם כי ימות באוהל. תוספות שאדם
is a higher.
It's Ish.
Not Ish. Okay.
Adam is the original.
There's a very famous one, that Ish Moshe.
Ish Moshe.
What about a Gever?
The Gever is a modern Hebrew. I mean, no, but Tanakh.
I think the Targum makes a distinction between an Adam and an Ish, and he translates it different in different places.
Eli's question is good, but listen carefully what I'm saying now. Here Sammy says, "V'Ish Moshe anav וזאת הברכה שברך משה איש האלוקים, איש האלוהים." תשמע טוב, נוח איש צדיק, נוח איש האדמה. Boaz is איש גיבור חי. So in Tanakh, if you look there about 8 titles, Esav איש שדה, יעקב איש דם. Which really means Ish is the original material of a human being. You make it whatever you want. Noach from Ish Tzaddik becomes Ish Adama.
Right.
Here are 2 twins, but this is really through Tanakh. There are 9 places for it. Through Tanakh, Ish Sadeh, 2 brothers. Now, Ish Elokim is very interesting. Says the Or HaChaim, מה זה המילה איש האלוקים? You know, this is a Christian concept, godly man. אומר אור החיים, if you ask yourself, what made Moshe Rabbeinu, what he became, he took the ish and he turned the ish into מאוד יפה. איש האלוקים. He says a fascinating, he says that had Shaul be born with the nature of David, he would have seen 10 פעמים יותר מדוד.
Wow.
Since everyone is asking, how come David did something to us? Looks big. And Shaul, he says that the answer is each one is judged based on what your issue is, which means everyone has his own desires, everyone has his own challenges.
Do the other Ishas have a Hey Hayadiah in front of them ever? Because Haish Moshe,
טובה, זו שאלה טובה. זה בדרך כלל זה
it looks like Moshe, like here it's
נכון, בדרך כלל זה איש איש המשה זה רק, והאיש משה.
but here it's for Haish Mishta'eah, so it's complicated.
This is not the time.
Right.
No, but since you are making, Sam is going to two bar mitzvot, the kid is becoming an ish, which means up to bar mitzvah, you are not in full control. Now you have Yetzer Tov, Yetzer Hara, this is your opportunity to start to become your own ish. בהלכה, מה זה קוראים לו גדול? A kid becomes from a ילד לגדול, מה זה גדול? גדול הכוונה, on your own you can make decisions. Okay, let's go. Our topic is במסכת כתובות, דף זין עמוד ב', and our question is going to be, what is halachically, what is Eliezer doing? If he is a shaliach, that's his some halachot that the Gemara learned from Boaz, as Eli mentioned yesterday, and halachot that we learned from this story of Eliezer and Rivka. Look a second and Zayin Amud Bet, approximately 8-9 lines from the top. Gufa, Amar Rav Nachman, Amar li Una bar Natan, listen good, Tana, Minayin lebirkat chatanim ba'asara. Minayin lebirkat, not birkat chatanim is, there are two in every marriage ceremony. You have the birkat Eirusin, which today the rabbi does, then you invite rabbis, this is birkat chatanim. Minayin lebirkat chatanim ba'asara, shene'emar, Eli mentioned it yesterday, Vayikach, Boaz takes 10 אנשים מזקני העיר ויאמר שבו פה. Remember? Boaz, when he wants to finalize, he's making the proposal to his uncle. You have to redeem. If you redeem, precondition is you have to take it. Before that, you learn it takes 10 people. So if you learn the text, there are two reasons he's doing it. He wants to publicize the halacha, Amoni velo Amoni. Why is the relative reluctant? He was not aware that there is a halacha if it's a female, Ammonit mutar. He wants the 10 people to publicize it, but the Gemara here learns that if the answer is yes, me or you, right now we'll have 10 people here doing the Kacha Gemara. Look at the Safot. Look at the Safot, like on the other second half of the page. Vayikach Boaz 10 אנשים. The Safot are asking, במסכת קלה, שנאמר, yes, שנאמר. Eli, you have it there, Eli?
I'll find it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we have another Gemara on the table.
This is Baba, no, it's Baba.
זין עמוד ב'.
Okay, go ahead.
ובמסכת קלה, מה היא תקרא? ויברכו את רבקה. The psukim that we are reading this Shabbat, after they realize that they have no choice and they're handing over Rivka to Eliezer, ויברכו. איזה ברכה? Okay, it's very cute, the ברכה. אחותינו, את תהילה אלפי רבה. Why is the Torah writing it in? They blessed the sister. So the Gemara learns out, you see that you need Ikalem. So the Safot are asking, here you're learning from Boaz, and here you're learning from. So this is clearly, according to Tosafot, Masechet Kala, this was a marriage. Ikalem Meimar dehatam Birkat Eirusin. Again, what's Birkat Eirusin? In every ceremony, when everyone is ready, the rabbi is holding the cup, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על האריות. You realize this perhaps is the bracha of the groom, not the bracha of the rabbi. The rabbi is doing it on behalf of the groom. So the Safot are saying that the bracha that they are giving is Birkat Eirusin. This is Eliezer is handing over. Eliezer is handing over. And what did Eliezer say? You are Mekudeshet to my master. To my master,
He's a shaliach.
Yitzchak.
Is he legitimately shaliach?
This is
There's a
our
question.
time.
But
This is going to be our
Asra
time.
is not lameh. If somebody says Harei Mikudeshet in front of two witnesses,
Everyone agrees it's not Nakev. Nothing is Nakev. If you put tefillin this morning without the bracha, it's not Nakev either.
no, I'm saying though, you don't
You
need
eat
10
matzah
people.
without saying the bracha. It's a shame, but yeah, eat matzah.
No. I'm saying like if you give, as a maybe you give a woman a coin, leave with nobody around. Is it valid or not? Do you need two witnesses? I'm asking you. You have two witnesses. Do you need witnesses? Do you need 10? I mean, what is it when it's valid?
The Gemara in Kiddushin says, if you המקדש בפני שני עדים, שזה אשת איש דאורייתא.
Right.
She
okay.
and him knew that the transaction of the coin or the ring was for the purpose of marriage.
Right. So 10 is not.
Every
10
time you have a problem in school, like David the Flatbush once, it's only when the kids are playing. You say, okay, let's put. Kids are kids, but what costs your
So how
money?
does the 10 make a difference then? It was
So
so he
it
becomes
doesn't make
now.
any difference.
Does it?
The
Okay.
difference is that for the picture, I'm going to Russia, I'm going to officiate a wedding. Should I make sure that there are 10 people present or not? This is the question. Did you ever think about it by Brit Milah? In your Brit Milah, you had 200 people. You need anyone there or not?
So when
I think
Boaz,
Like at Tchilah, you need a minyan only. But if you have only the mohel and the baby, it's enough.
but when Boaz
That's
does
what
it,
I'm
is that
saying.
Nisuin or Erusin? Because
Yeah,
you're saying
it's COVID,
we only had
Erusin.
Safota say, I'm sorry.
I was-
Safota saying it's Nisuim also.
I went to
So
Milan
the
on
Rivka
Sunday.
cannot be Nisuin. That had to be
Because
Erusin with
you're
Eliezer.
learning Yevamot by every Yevamot. The Yipum is the Nisuim. Chachamim
Yeah.
were metaken Kiddushin only.
But
Think for a minute. Reuven died without kids. His brother is already inheriting half of the woman. This is the entire
Half
Masechet.
married.
Naturally,
yeah,
Have
I
marriage.
understand. No, I
He
understand. that part.
completes it. You learn in the Gemara that the rabbis established making Kiddushin also, but it's only the Rabbanan. The boom is take the woman,
Yeah.
live together with the husband and
Right.
wife, because you got it. This is why there's a lobby about Marashu. David, what you would ask?
No, I said one of my grandkids. It was
Yes.
COVID in the beginning. It was just me, the mochel, and my
Yeah,
son.
this is it. No, it's obvious. We never think about it.
You were extra.
I was holding the baby. That's it.
I went to the Milan on Sunday with the Avi Havan did the cut.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, he did half. The other guy
Yeah.
does
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Mohel
yeah.
set it up and then he did the cut. It was a doctor.
Yeah,
He
he
was
makes
doctor.
the
It
clay.
is, it's very nice.
He did the cut just. I said,
So look
"Did you ever do it
again.
before?" She said, "No, first
So
time."
look
I said,
again.
"Oh."
We looked on top of the page.
It's not so easy.
We looked on top of the page, and the Gemara says that Birkat Chatanim,
Thought about it.
Birkat Chatanim needs 10. Then Tosafot are asking, but the Gemara in Masechet Kala says you learn it from Rivka. So Tosafot are saying, Hatam Birkat Eirusin, V'hacha Birkat Nisuin.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Now-
Hussein is more important than
In a
Kiddushin?
minute, yes. No, Eirusin וקידושין זה אותו דבר.
עכשיו, אבל באותו זמן 10 for Hussein, but not 10 for Kiddushin.
אוקיי, ככה
That's what I
מנסים
was
לומר.
trying to understand.
Is that right?
ויש ללמוד משם, שיש, if you remember Larry, we never elaborated, but this is one of the sources, שיש לברך ברכת אירוסין לאישה מתקדשת על ידי שליח.
Yeah.
Sam is going to Israel for Pesach. I'm Sam's neighbor. Second, do me a favor, and out of בדיקת חמץ, do you complete your בדיקה, go into my house, that's the key. Do I make a bracha or not? Tosafot are saying every time a mitzvah is fulfilled by the shaliach, even though the owner of the mitzvah is not there, the bracha is being recited on what?
By Shaliach.
By the shaliach. Tosafot are saying here, Eliezer is a shaliach. Which bracha is he made?
Is made by the
This
Shaliach.
is a big discussion. It's a shalayah far more. Yes.
We have that in.
You understand, it's a big share. Anyway, Shulchan Aruch says openly, Abdikat Chametz, if you appoint a Shaliach. You're flying the night of Chanukah, להרעישו ביתו הספרדי, please go.
We did it last year.
הוא עשה שליח מי ברכה, הוא היה מי ברכה.
No, but he was living in the house.
זה היסטוריה. אני מדבר עכשיו על שליח.
My shaliach.
Your
Go
neighbor.
to my house
Your
and light
neighbor.
candles
Light candles.
with a beracha?
תוספות אמרו ככה.
No, it's not a thing for sure now, but Ashkenazim,
Okay, we'll see later, we'll
How
stop.
about there's no beracha, somebody delivering a get, for example? There's no beracha, that's valid, there's without beracha, there's no beracha involved.
There's no,
Nothing, it's
No,
nothing to
it's
say,
no
just to
beracha
do.
involved.
we're
Just to do.
only the contract.
trying to discuss, is the beracha on the one who is obligated or the one that is going to act?
No beracha on giving a gift, right? Even though it's a mitzvah.
Yeah.
Because you're destroying,
Correct.
because you're destroying maybe, no?
A friend,
No,
sometimes it's a blessing to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Thanks very much. Thank you.
A friend of mine was once by Rabbi Big, Alav Shalom, to see how you appreciate the gift. The husband, in
Yes, the woman
Ashkenaz-
has to catch
in
it.
the Ashkenazim, you said the guy was a profan, was a piece of wood, I mean, nothing.
Better.
He says to the rabbi, laughing at it, is there a mikveh around? As it happened, the rabbi had a
Oh,
mikveh.
yes.
He says to him, why? He said, I'm about to do a mitzvah. The rabbi said, get out of it. צעק עליו, תצא מפה. זה לקיים מצווה. לא, בדרך חולה. He's sick.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue in Tosfot. שערי אליעזר, שליח היה. Open Tosfot. According to Tosfot, Eliezer is a messenger and he is making the bracha, and Tosfot are learning.
Wait,
He's
wait,
free,
wait,
that
wait,
means
wait,
he's
wait.
free, like you said yesterday.
We don't know that Yitzhak told him to do this.
Oh, יופי.
So what, Abraham, we can't be shaliach for Abraham to marry.
Now, hear this, hear Larry what he's asking. This is, חכה, רגע, חכה. He's asking a major question. And Abraham is the father of Yitzchak. You are making a shaliach on behalf of Yitzchak? תשמע, דבר יפה, שתגיע. Open the חומש, open the חומש.
Abraham then had acting on behalf of
No,
Yitzhak.
no.
If Yitzchak appointed, it doesn't say it. It says
The shaliach
Abraham.
appoint the shaliach.
It says Abraham sent Eliezer to pick a wife for his son.
He's asking,
No, maybe
maybe,
Yitzhak said, Dad, find me a wife.
We don't
Help me
know,
find the wife.
you
I'm
can't
just
make
saying.
that up. No.
Could somebody be?
first of all, it's like it's possible. Just
Yeah.
look at something really fascinating.
Abraham appoints him.
רק רגע, I'm looking for one specific issue, רק רגע. Look a second.
פרק כ"ד.
פרק כ"ד. Let's see when he's sending him, what he's sending along.
Yeah, see,
Okay,
yeah,
let's see.
פסוק ב'.
Let's read first, לא, פסוק ט'. אליעזר swears, פסוק י'. ויקח העבד 10 גמרים מגמרי אדוניו, וילך, please pay attention now. וכל טוב אדוניו בידו. Now, you do understand that if there are 10 camels, they are not loaded with cookies, yes? As if v'chol, look at the Rashi, please, at the left column at the bottom. וכל טוב אדוניו בידו, מה כתוב שם ברש"י סמי? שטר מתנה כתב ליצחק על כל אשר לו, כדי שיקפצו לשלוח בביתם. You see, Abraham has a business sense to make his shidduch attractive. Eliezer is going to show the parents in the future.
The inheritance.
Right.
The assets.
Yitzchak is, כן?
שטר מתנה. right.
שטר מתנה. זאת אומרת, באמת, he's going now, Eliezer now belongs to Yitzchak, you realize?
לא, this is when
תשמע,
I die. לא.
לא שמע מה כתוב.
No.
Listen,
But he's an heir. he's an
Look at,
heir.
it doesn't say here that when I die.
No, he gave to him.
Oh, yeah, Sammy
Oh.
wants to say,
Matana.
Sammy wants to say, Shtamatana means now.
Gave it now.
It belongs, and when it's being completed,
And he gave this
it's now a
gift.
slave of Yitzchak.
Even if all.
So
the
it's not a
belongings
slave
were
of
for Yitzchak,
Abraham. So it's
Yitzchak
not a
didn't
slave of
send him.
Abraham, it's a slave of Yitzchak. Okay,
Even if they all belong to Yitzchak didn't send him.
so good,
That's my
good,
problem.
good.
But
Atshuvah,
finish
in a minute, you'll have the answer. In a minute, okay? Let's see now, where is it? Okay, first open the Chumash that you have in Parashat Mishpatim. I'm going to give you one of the answers to the question, how can an Eved be a Shaliach? And what helps us if it becomes legally there. Open Parashat Mishpatim.
Rabbi Prague,
Yes.
we have that pasuk, Vayomer Avraham el Avdo Zakan Beito Hamoshel B'chol Asher Lo.
Yofi, yeah. Hamoshel b'chol asher lo, he's the CEO of Abraham, you realize?
Yeah. But
ויאמר אברהם אל עבדו זקן ביתו המושל כעבד בכל
But he has financial
what is this
responsibility,
actually?
maybe halacha
Levi
responsibility.
Shehu Davuk. Mukad Zaken. What does that
לא,
mean?
לא, זה דקדוק, I'm sorry that I'm
Oh, it's דקדוק?
דקדוק, זה דקדוק,
Oh,
דקדוק, אין בזה. Look a second in פרשת משפטים, סמי, look at פרשת משפטים. Everyone knows in פרשת משפטים, we have, פרשת משפטים, we have ארבעה שומרים, yes? Let's look a second.
yeah.
Right after Parashat Yitro, Mishpatim, I'm just reading the Psukim with you again. We elaborate on it, then we look at the Rambam a second. Look a second. We look a second on page 426. Larry Bayu, it's Perek Chavbet, Shmot Chavbet, Pasuk Vav. כי ייתן איש אל רעהו, פסוק ו', כי ייתן איש אל רעהו כסף או כלים לשמור, someone is depositing by you, you accepted money or jewelry, whatever, וגונב מבית האיש, this is שומר חינם. שומר חינם is not being paid for his job, שומר חינם. turn the page, אם לא יימצא הגנב, ונקרא בעל הבית אל האלוהים, אם לא שלח ידו במלאכת רעהו. What does it mean? When the Shomer Chinam claims that the item was stolen, you have to swear b'Sefer Torah that I never use it. A good example is your neighbor is going to Florida for a month. He's parking his car in your driveway. So what are you? You are a Shomer on your neighbor's car. And he leaves the keys there. He is not permitted to use the car unless the owner told him if you use it, if you leave it. He didn't tell him that. The owner, the Shomer, used the car once only. Nothing happened to the car. He took it to the grocery, he came back, but the next night there is a storm and a tree falls on the car. The Shomer has to pay. Why? Shalach Yado. If a Shomer Chinam, in this case, or Shomer Sachar is using the item, he becomes like a Gazlan. So he has to swear to us, you claim that this is someone stole it. Swear to us, Im lo shalach yado, because if you use the item once, for the Gazlan, so regardless what happened to the item, you have to pay. Okay,
So had he not driven the car at all?
There's no
it's not
liability.
nothing.
Rabbi, I'm not clear. If I used the item once and returned it back to the exact spot where I took it from, where he put it, and then something happened a week later, I become responsible?
Not only put it back, he filled up the gas and he washed it. Yes?
Doesn't matter, once he used it.
And he
it's-
polished it better than he got it. He's a Gazlan.
Yeah, but he allowed me to use
Yeah,
it.
but
He
the-
allowed me to use
I'm not
it.
going
He
to
told
repeat-
me I could use it.
You can,
Allowed it.
again, if he gave him permission to use it, he gave him permission to use it. If he did not, he took it, he filled up the gas and he washed it. Hey, it looks
Uh-huh.
brand new. You are
So
Gazlan.
it was a situation where he was not supposed to use it. He was told just to watch it.
Gave him permission, is that?
And nothing was
Rabbi,
changed.
if he needed to move the car, Is that the
This
same
has
as?
just
No,
happened.
see, David is asking a good question. David says,
He needs to
whatever
move the
if he
car.
needs to move the car.
He's
So the
instructed.
Gemara says in the 6th parak above Metzia, this is mutar. Whatever you do on behalf of the item, this is fine. This is after moving, whatever.
Shmira, part of
Shmira, part of Shmira. Okay, let's go. Remember, this is Shomer Chinam.
Yeah.
Go now to Pasuk Tet. כי ייתן איש על רעהו חמור או שור עושה וכל בהמה לשמור, הוא מת. די. נשבע. again, שבועת השם תהיה בין שניהם, אם לא שלח ידו במלאכת רעהו ולקח.
Again, Shomer Chinam.
So this
What are you
pasuk
doing?
is
You
a
told me
repeat.
that. You told
Like
me
a
that.
repeat.
So look at the next pasuk. ואם גנוב יגנב מעמו ישלם. The second one is שומר שכר. If you are being paid for being a shomer, right? If he died, then you're patur. An armed robbery, patur. But if they steal it, you have to pay. Because you are being paid, the
With
expectations are
safeguards, yeah, with
right,
safeguards.
fine. But in both cases, you cannot use it. Now is the third type of shomer, pasuk Yud Gimel, pay attention.
Borrowing.
וכי ישאל איש מעם רעהו, I'm borrowing from you an item.
To use.
To use, לא, ונשבר או עומד, יברוק, בעליו אין עמו, שלם ושלם. We're going to focus on this, but first let's make clear you understand the case. I'm borrowing from Eli a vacuum cleaner, right? If the vacuum cleaner is being stolen, right, or broke, I have to pay for it because the fact that I'm using it, I'm supposed to return it the way it was. Okay? Right? Someone tell you funny, תשמע סיפור מצחיק, a fellow borrowed from a neighbor a vacuum cleaner. So he told him, you're lucky, we just bought a new vacuum cleaner and take it. And he takes it, the vacuum cleaner was working. The new vacuum
It
cleaner.
did work. It was-
So there's no doubt. So he figured it's not working, so obviously my neighbor doesn't need it. He kept it after a year. He gives it. The neighbor says the warranty expired because he didn't give it back.
Oh,
I wanted to pay the guy. The guy said, I didn't. It's not true. If you go to a regular yeshiva, the answer is he has to pay because shoel, you're a borrower, you pay for whatever happens. Says הרב אלישיב, תשמע איזה גאונות של האיש הזה. He went to הרב אלישיב and said, no, he doesn't have to pay. Why? Since the item was never usable, he never borrowed anything. To borrow means,
Able to
אתה
use
קורא,
it.
אתה משתגע, זה מה שהוא אומר. If I'm borrowing your pen, yes,
And there's no ink.
there's no ink. What did I borrow? Nothing. Okay? Borrow a vacuum cleaner means an item that I can use. And he borrowed it and was usable, something happened afterwards, and you're sure, ככה פסק למעשה, אבל לא צריך לשלם, מאוד יפה, אתה שומע? כדי שיהיה שם שוער, the item has to be an item. Anyway, we are focusing,
This is against Stam Halacha, correct?
this is why I need the Rav Elyashiv.
No, but there is, in
Normally-
2,000 years, nobody was posek like that, till he did it.
because the back, okay, yeah, the answer is,
It's
this
a
is why
very-
you need a poskim in every generation. Chumash says you pay for everything. So you pay for the warranty.
Yeah.
You borrowed an item, pay for the warranty. He says, I
You
pay
didn't
for
borrow
the
the
warranty,
item.
I didn't
That's
borrow
the
it, I
workable
never
item.
borrowed
He didn't
legally.
change the halacha, he's just classifying.
I can show you 1800 rabbis that would say the opposite today, but
course.
that's that means that
Rabbi, and this, what does it mean the owner's not with
Okay,
him?
now
Exactly.
this is our topic now. I'm going
With
now
him.
to Eliezer Haket.
the
You see in a
borrower.
minute why am I bringing you here. בעליו אין עמו שלם ושלם. Please listen carefully. I'm working for Rani. Okay? Rani says he needs a car. So I tell Rani, you know what? My car is parked in the garage. You take my keys. So Rani is the shoel. I am the mashir. But I'm the lender, I'm working for him. Chumash says, if this is the case, if anything happens to the car, Rani doesn't pay. זה נקרא בעליו עמו. Look at the pasuk. This is not Rashi. בעליו אין עמו. Again, I am the lender. I'm working for him. If anything happens to the car, Patur, the Torah says the only time the borrower pays is if the lender is not doing any job for him. Here the pasuk repeats, "Im be'alav imo, im be'alav imo." Here, be'alav, I am the owner of the car. Imo, I am with Honey. I'm working for his office. Lo yeshalem. Finished. This is a pages of the Gemara, but it's a pasuk. Pasuk. Okay, now take the Rambam in front of you. Now we go to Rambam Sefer Mishpatim Ilchot She'ela or Pikadon. She'ela here.
Is there any, does it change anything if the lender is with the borrower?
That's what we learned.
This
That's
is what
at the
you
same time,
Physically
right?
with it.
Now the Gemara is saying you don't have to be
Changes,
in the
but
same
why?
room.
Why?
Legally, if I'm working for him,
Oh,
And
and I
that's
gave him
that's
the
all.
keys. If I'm just a visitor, just to say hello to him, I gave him the keys and he borrowed my car, he would pay for any damage.
Right.
But because I'm working for him.
Ba'alav imo means working for him?
Yeah,
רק זה?
no, this type of any type of a job. If I am teaching your kids, I'm teaching your kids. I'm a teacher, and I'm giving you the kids. I'm working for you because I'm teaching your kids. I mean, I'm living cases in the Gemara.
There's some English here too. It says if it's owner with him, i.e. at the time of the loan, the owner of the borrowed item is working with the borrower.
Okay.
Either for pay or voluntarily. The passage is an
Remember, I'm
exception to
just
the
telling
general
you
rule.
what the Gemara says in Bava Metzia.
Yes.
Working with doesn't mean we are together in the same room. And I'm doing the job for you. I'm the
Oh, it's
carpenter,
not
I'm
just
the
physical.
electrician, I'm whatever. Look now, Rambam Perek Bet Milchot, Rambam Sefer Mishpatim. You have the book in front of you? Mishpatim, Milchot. Look, go to Milchot Shoel Umashir. Start with Milchot Malveh Veloveh.
שאלה פיקדון?
Shelah Pikadon.
Sheila Picadon.
Shelah Pikadon. You realize the title of the Rambam. Shelah, I borrow. Pikadon. What we read in the Psukim. Let's read the Rambam Perek Sheni. Perek Sheni.
Oh, but not there yet.
So you always have to
Yeah,
read
no,
the
it's
entire-
not.
Why אם בעליו עמו?
Okay, so this is a different story. Why is an interesting question. The why is an interesting question. But look here. Hashoel Babali, our case now, yes. Hashoel, Rani is borrowing my car Babali. I'm
Yeah.
working for it. אפילו נגנב או עבד בפשיעה, even if the car was stolen or פשיעה,
פשיעה? I left
okay,
the keys in the car?
good question.
Negligent.
פטור, the Rambam quotes the pasuk that we just read, שנאמר, בעליו עמו לא ישלם. אוקיי, לא משנה עכשיו, ובלבד ששאל הבעלים תחילה עם החפץ. Please listen good now. ואחד השואל את הבעלים, או שסחרן, he hired me for the day, but I'm doing the job, okay. Look at line number 4. או שאפילו אמר לחברו, השקני מים, ושאל ממנו בהמתו. The Gemara always gives you, if you're a trickster, you know this?
Yeah, well,
I want to borrow his car, okay?
oh, so you,
To make sure that I'm not chayav. I say, Rani, by the way, can you just give me
glass of water.
a glass of water? Okay, fine,
That changes the
fine,
circumstances.
fine. Okay, it's a page of Gemara, it's a word of faith, okay. What I want to show you is, go to our case now, okay? Look at second Gemara, the example I gave, Sammy,
Yeah.
Melamed Tinokot.
Oh.
I'm teaching his children.
Yeah.
Anotea, I'm the gardener of the neighborhood, yes? I'm a Kizla Metadam, I'm the doctor of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Fine, all these examples, yes,
Those qualified?
yes. Why? Remember, this is not like today, I can go to any barber I want.
Yeah.
I am the barber
the
of the
guy,
community,
the
so I am an obligation to the community.
Yeah.
So even though when Rani is borrowing the car, I'm not giving him a haircut, but I am
Yeah.
Mishuabat to him. This is my job. My job is to offer. Now look at this halacha. Mamash pele, okay, here. Okay, then when I talk about partners, is look at this, the Pelagadol, look at this. Halacha hey. Let's listen carefully now. This is our topic going to Eliezer. האומר לשלוחו, צא וישאל עם פרתי. Not I am working for Rani and Rani borrows. I am telling my shaliach, look, I'm lending my car to him. You go and do a job for him also. Eina she'ela beba'alim. Even though we have a general rule that my agent represents me by a divorce, by marriage, here, only if the owner, I am doing a job. Okay? If I told Eli is an electrician, you go fix something for him, I'm lending him my car, even though Eli is doing it because of me. Oh, Merli Shlucho. Now look at the next one. The
So
Pasuk
could
says,
you explain it again? I'm sorry. I don't understand what happened here in Hay. If you could just say it again, if you don't mind, please.
in order to understand it, this is why I've repeated many examples. Again, Rani is borrowing my car, he's a shoel. Okay?
You're a teacher in the town.
I'm a teacher in the
The
town.
teacher.
If I'm not a teacher, any scratch that happens to the car, he has to pay me regardless if it's his fault or not. Someone was driving recklessly, you pay me. But if I'm doing a job for Rani, when he's borrowing from me, I'm patur me'akol. Okay?
Right.
Now, I'm not doing the job, but my agent is doing the job for Rani. I'm a head of an agency and I send someone to do a job for Rani, okay?
It's the same
The
connection.
Rambam says, even though normally the rule is shelucho shel adam kemot Torah,
Not
It's step removed.
here the Torah says imo. Im be'alav imo. Okay, fine. But look at the next slide.
Yeah.
Amar le'avdo ha'kna'ani. It is.
There we go.
Here we're going.
Eliezer.
Again, Zelig Brag is saying to my non-Jewish slave, you know, someone has to clean Rani's office, go clean his office. He's my Eved. And Rani is borrowing my car. So when he borrows,
You're a teacher or you're not a teacher?
no, I'm a, no, Mishane.
Not work for him.
But again, my Eved is going to clean his office because it's my Eved. I told
It's
you.
like you were cleaning.
Oh, says the Rambam,
The evidence is an extension of you. He's a piece of you, Rabbi.
הרי זה שאלה,
Even if he's a kind of.
הרי זה שאלה בבעלים. If Rani borrows the car now, it says if he damages the car no matter what, פטור. למה? שיד העבד כיד רבו. שומע מה קורה פה? A new concept. An עבד כנעני, Eli, is not a שליח. It's the extension of my hand. So if my עבד כנעני is cleaning his office,
Better than Shaliach. Better than you made it instead of not Shaliach.
You-
Better?
באמת,
You changed the halakha.
תשמע, again, תשמע מה שכתוב פה. If my שליח will do it for him, now,
That's why you had to give Eliezer to Yitzchak, then Yitzchak is.
wait. This goes so far so, if I'm building ma'akeh to my house, okay? I have to make a bracha, says the Rambam. Okay. What happens if I hire?
If you're hiring.
Ma'akeh. If I'm hiring an Italian, he's the one that builds.
Yeah.
Says the Machaneh Ephraim, one of the greatest גאונים עצומים from Turkey, Sephardic, Yad Eved keyad Rabo. He's being paid for you. He's hired for the day. It's as if you do it. Send him a
Even if he's a goy.
Me?
the goy. אתה.
Even if he's a goy. Not
You are-
Kenani.
Boy or me?
No, I'm a Jew. He's building that for me. But it's the goy. I am standing there and I'm making a bracha, not doing anything. The goy is doing it.
Watching him.
So the same idea. He was hired for the day by me.
He's a hammer.
Okay, on this some disagree. לא משנה עכשיו למה, but I'm just showing the concept.
Concept. That's what we're speculating now with Berashah.
comes the Panim Meirot was one of the greatest Hasidic master, but he was Gaon Mavir. He says Eliezer is an Eved, Yad Eved Kiyad Rabo. Don't ask the question, Eved cannot be a Shalom.
Oh.
It's the extension of Yitzchak.
So it's not even a shaliach.
It's the extension of Abraham. Then comes Sammy's question, but Yitzchak didn't send him.
Oh.
But the minute
The
he
assets,
gives him all the assets, he should raise the office.
it's on behalf of, so to speak.
Now you hear it?
Yeah,
Email, you get it?
He had
He
Yitzhak's
gave him,
assets.
he gave him, first of all, if Abraham would send Eliezer, it's not a messenger, it's not an agent, it's the extension of his hand. And he's giving over all the assets to Yitzchak. So Yitzchak owns now Eliezer. If Yitzchak owns Eliezer, whatever Eliezer does,
His extension of
is the
Yitzhak.
extension of Yitzchak.
Plus the
זה
assets.
גאונות, זה מעט, טוב, אתה יודע מה
That's what
החוכמה
we're
פה, זה
speculating.
לזכור
Speculating.
גמרא.
Rabbi, I understand the extension. I understand the shaliach concept. But the minute that I empowered somebody to be my shaliach, isn't that automatically, do you have a case of where we have a shaliach and he's not an extension?
Here
of
just
my
get-
hand?
I just told you,
A shaliach, not an extension of my hand.
listen a minute, Rani is borrowing my car. If I walk in his office, anything that happens to the car is patur. If I sent a shaliach, I sent a fellow, do me a favor, Rani has to fix something in his office, can you go?
It's as if
But you go because of me, Rani is not patur, it's shaliach. But if I'm sending my Eved, you send your substitute to
yourself.
do the job, the pelican. Here's another case, תקשיב טוב סבי. This what we just read in Rambam is the Gemara in Bava Metzia on page 96. The Gemara in Bava Metzia in the beginning says of this, תשמע טוב. Please listen good. I hired a worker, Eli, you're here for the day. As he's walking, he noticed there is a gold bracelet. Picks it up. Who is the owner of that bracelet? It is. So the Gemara says of this. If I told him when I hired him, I'm paying you for the day $100, do whatever I ask you, so the bracelet is mine. He says, oh, Yad Evet, Yad Ines. Here, the worker for me is my hand. If I told him I'm giving you a specific job, then he has the right to quit on me, and he picks up the bracelet. Bracelet belongs to Shemar Efar.
You build this
The
wall for
Gemara-
me is one thing, but
the
hiring
Gemara-
for the day is different.
But you understand why? Because every moment of your time
It's
now,
all-
I'm
it's
paying you for
all
the day. I
invited
can
by
ask
that.
you to do whatever I want. To wash the dishes, to take the kids for a walk, to go to the grocery. So your time is my time. God says if the worker found an item, a magbia, even if I cannot pick up a metzia for 7, but if this type, it's the same idea exactly. So says the Panim Yirot, Eliezer, now, you remember you asked before.
Yeah, he's not a shaliach, he's
Now
somebody
you
of the
asked
extension.
before, why is the Torah starting like this? ויאמר אברהם אל עבדו, תקשיב טוב, זה כאן ביתו, המשה בכל אשר לו. He is mamash. This is why the Torah emphasizes to show us
CEO.
which type of an Eved he was.
but where do we see that he gave everything to
Because,
Yitzchak?
so we looked in Rashi, look again in the Rashi. The Rashi,
Rabbi, did Yitzhak know that Eliezer went on his behalf?
That's it in the parasha.
No. Everyone understands he gave him 10 camels loaded with goods, this. Question is, Rashi says he gave him everything that belongs to him.
Everything.
Here, look a second. In the Rashi, she says, look at Rashi and Pasuk Lamed Vav. ויתן לו את כל I mean, I'm showing you now another Rashi. Look, by you it's page 114. Remember now Eliezer is retelling the story to the family, yes?
Yeah.
So look at Pasuk 36, Larry.
I have it.
Remember, Eliezer now is speaking to the family, okay? ויאמר עבד אברהם אנוכי, okay? ואדוני ברך את אדוני מאוד, ויגדל, ויתן לו צאן ובקר, my master is wealthy, צאב, ותלד שרה בן one, ויתן לו את כל אשר לו. You don't need the Rashi, it's saying here. ויתן לו,
Gave him all that he
he's telling the
possesses.
family, וייתן לו את כל אשר לו.
including himself, including Eliezer became.
This is the
Eved
point of the-
Eved Rabba.
אומר רש"י,
It's like him.
now you realize if you are a real businessman, you're selling the stores, you're coming 10 camels and I have, here is a document that Yitzchak, רש"י says,
Right.
הראה להם שטר מתנה, תקשיב טוב. I mean, in my life, I never saw it, but I'm living it today. We have a PTA on Zoom. I'm running Omer to set up my Zoom for about 40 parents. Okay. No, but you know, it's a new,
Much easier than running around from classroom to classroom for the parents,
it is
and then you could stay still.
for weeks and weeks. I couldn't understand. When I go on Zoom, suddenly I see leaves, flowers, whatever.
Oh,
I asked someone in the
background.
office, Zoom is protecting me. I was laughing. I sit in my book room. Yes, sometimes you call the parents don't realize. You have to be either dressed in a certain way.
Oh.
I mean, parents are in bed. In bed means that, no.
Yeah, we've seen
and they're
that.
lying down, right?
Which means I'm not interested in you. I have to talk to you, look at me, and look at you. No, but this is
Practical problem.
every time you are on Zoom, you're making a statement. Years ago,
What's your background?
last year, I told the parents, the kid was happy. I saw the picture of Chacham Baruch in your house. I saw the picture of Chacham Ezra. How did I see it? Because
Zoom.
the Zoom was in that room. This is very fun, but very often I didn't.
Something else in the background.
Anyway, so this is why I can stay if I will miss. Look at this. Look at the pasuk before. Look at the pasuk before. Pasuk Lamed Gimel.
So this is not power of attorney. This is the arm extension, not power
Exactly.
of attorney.
This is the point. Look now at
This
the
is
pasuk.
me.
Vayisem lefanav le'echol.
Yeah, give them.
Remember, they are nice hosts.
Yeah.
ויאמר לא אוכל עד אם דיברתי את דברי. Normally, all my life you learn, I'm so eager to complete my mission. I'm not interested in food. Take a coffee,
Yeah.
take a cheese sandwich. Many Ashkenazim, yes, the day you get married, you fast.
Yes.
The Rama says in the Shulchan Aruch, if I represent him, I am the one that does the kiddushin. I'm not eating. Lo ochal. Yes?
Oh.
No, you're laughing, but the Maharal.
No, I understand. No, it's interesting how all these things are interpreted. It's just fascinating.
But otherwise, what is Eliezer saying? Lo ochal. Well, just to show I'm so eager to complete my mission. We are negotiating. Can't ochal, not ochal. He took a coffee, didn't take a coffee. Okay, tomorrow we'll
Nice.
give 3 more answers, 2 more answers. The same question.
By the way, the Matana, this what
The Gemarot you can take away.
Abraham avoided your shop problem, Ishmael, by giving a Matana.
I made from downstairs.
And make sure that the one from the numbered Shas by us. This has to go by us.
Oh, then I know it goes by.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said Abraham is avoiding a Matana, your shop problem, Ishmael, by giving a
Right, it's
Matana
74,
to.
it's not the Yerushas. He's telling them,
It's a
right?
Matana.
Abraham is 137 years old. He's gonna live for another 43 years. He gave everything to his heart.
Well,
No,
He
no,
said,
no,
when
it's
I
77,
die, when I
77. We're talking as a lawyer.
All of Abraham's assets, or just the assets he allocated for himself?
Sammy, I know many people that have a lot of money and they are afraid. They get old,
state tax money.
state tax.
But they didn't have a state tax.
I have to tell
No,
you,
but I'm showing the concept.
I know people.
Didn't he give matanot to all of Hagar's children also?
I give everything to your kids.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear Larry. What did you say?
Didn't they give matanot to all of Hagar's kids also?
Right, but this is only. The
Okay,
Torah is
maybe
writing
it's
if I tell Abraham Matanot, because Abraham wants to show them. This is it. The house of the house of Abraham. The rest is Yitzchak. This is why the Torah emphasizes this.
You need to take advantage.
This is the
of
Gemara,
that.
this is the
So let's say
Gemara.
you gave your house to your kids, right?